Other side, Leo.
Don't lay a hand on him. Don't lay a hand on him. Don't lay a hand on him. Don't lay a hand on him.
Where's your camera? What's up? Where's your camera? Off the barrier.
Get back! Get back! Get back! Find the barrier.
Yo, Lieutenant, come here.
Who's in
You were
charge?
here the other day?
I don't know.
You were here the other day?
Who's in charge?
You were here Saturday?
Yes.
So when we were all here Saturday sitting up here like this, was no fucking problem.
You put your legs over the barricade. You did that again.
We did that Saturday. Did we cross the barrier?
We're not getting on the barricade today at all. We're not crossing the barricade.
You can listen to us, sir.
Stay on that side.
Listen to us, sir.
You hear me?
Listen to the
Whenever I put
message.
my foot over the barricade, you hear me?
You're not going to hang on the side of the barricade.
Don't you want a peaceful protest? Listen to the
Stay on that
message.
side.
I'm gonna sit like this.
If you come over here at all, you're
Quit
going
making
to
battle about the barrier. Listen.
This side is over there. Is it any threat to you?
Guys, I know this is a game for y'all.
This
Trying
is
to
not
do
a
a game.
It's a game for you, sir.
You think it's a fucking
This
game?
is a game.
Peacefully protest. Keep your
are
hands up. Peacefully protest on that side of the barricade.
Stop pulling. Stop pulling.
Peacefully protest on that side of the barricade. Every life matters.
No.
Every life
No,
matters.
it does not matter until
It doesn't matter until my
It's
life.
like going to a fire.
Black lives, white
And
lives,
water in all the houses. You put them on a
every
fire.
life matters. Stay on that side of the barricade and you can peacefully protest all you want.
Okay.
But if you break and cross, you will go to jail.
So what about if you come over here?
Can you listen to me? Can you listen?
What about if you come
So
over here?
answer this to me. Whenever we had all those white men walking 2 weeks ago to the Capitol with ARs across their chest because of a haircut, because of coronavirus, why did y'all not tear gas them like y'all tear
I
gas
have no
us
clue what you're
yesterday?
talking about.
You know
You know exactly what you're talking about, sir.
I'm done talking to you. Stay on that side of the barricade. If you come on this side, you'll go to jail.
Oklahoma
We're
Police
done.
City Police Department for you, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a damn lie.
You guys are the worst.
Hey,
Oklahoma's finest.
Yo, you were scared, huh? You were scared
You're
because
scared.
the feet kicked
Why
over
were
your
y'all
fucking
scared?
barricade.
Because some young kids.
Earlier.
Because we're here
Because the
fighting
feet
for our
kicked over your
lives.
fucking barricade.
You're
Nobody was
scared.
showing
You
aggression.
really want to take my
He was
brother
coming over
jail.
to talk to you. Nobody was showing
I
aggression.
wasn't even coming
They're
over.
bringing
He's
more
gonna be coming over to
officers.
shake your
They're
hand.
bringing
What if
more
I came over this barrier?
for a
White
group
guy.
of
If
one
you come over the barrier, you're going to jail also. That's it.
Sir, if I came to shake your hand,
If
you want to
come
shake
over
my
here,
hand right
I'm
here?
not shaking your hand. If you cross the barrier, you're going to jail.
Shake my hand.
It doesn't
Show
matter
for
your
peace.
color.
I'm trying to show peace.
Why can't
You don't have to
But
shake
it's
his
now
hand.
5 a.m., so why is there a barrier anyway?
Why? The city is not blocked down.
Make peace
The
with us.
city is not
So
on
what's going
lockdown.
on?
We pay for these streets.
What
We
don't we
pay
know
for these
about?
streets. Do we or do we not?
Let's come up with solutions. Let's
You
make
guys
peace.
aren't trying to work with
Diplomacy.
us at all. You just rolled your eyes because we're trying to make peace.
Fuck that. Yo, like we've been saying, yo, get your fucking boss down here.
We want
Right,
to
who's
talk
the
to the
boss?
boss.
Fucking stop. Get
Where's
your
your chief?
fucking chief down here.
Where's your chief at? We want to talk to the
Oh,
chief.
so we're just gonna be quiet?
No.
What is your
Yo,
badge
look.
number?
Oh.
What is your badge number, officer? What is your badge
The
number?
This can
disrespect.
stop right now. Just make peace.
What's your badge number,
Stop the
officer?
killings.
Wait. What
The
is your badge number,
disrespect.
officer? I'm sorry.
1673.
What is your badge number, officer?
1663.
1663.
What is your badge number, officer?
Lieutenant.
What is your badge
Lieutenant.
number? What is
Lieutenant, what is your badge number?
Lieutenant.
Lieutenant, state your badge number.
Fucking tenant.
What is
State
your
your badge number, Lieutenant.
He's
You
scared.
fucking tenant.
What is your badge number?
You're a
Cricket.
bitch. You cannot say you're a public servant. No, fuck
What is your
that.
badge
You cannot say
number?
you're a public servant, but yet you refuse to identify yourself by your fucking identification number.
Do you know that
What?
it is illegal to not give us your badge number?
What?
Do you know it is illegal to not give us your badge number? Do you know it is illegal
My
to
hand's
not give us
still
your
out.
badge number?
Any of you can shake it,
Peaceful.
and we can just have a peaceful, calm conversation.
That's all we
Anytime.
want.
Peaceful.
You guys have been just, we've had late
If you don't want us coming over, how about y'all come?
Do any of
Let's
y'all have
talk.
kids?
Y'all come.
Do y'all have
Let's
Do
kids?
any of y'all have kids?
Why can't y'all come right here? We're not harming you. Do y'all not understand? Your officers pointed guns at us last night. Y'all have lasers on us and we're all unarmed. How does you think that makes us feel? How?
My
you
hand-
had officers driving by flipping us off. How do you think that makes us feel? This officer just said that this is a game. We stayed here all night. How is this a game? Do you not hear the pain in our voices? We're tired. We're hurt. You guys don't care and we just want to be heard. And you guys are all looking like there's a blank stare. care why. You have nothing to say. You guys are number 2 for the most violent police department in the world. Why is that? Why is that? Do y'all not understand that y'all are killing our fathers? Y'all are killing our fathers.
You can't answer a crying voice.
You're killing our fathers slowly. Y'all talk about us not having fathers. Y'all talk about how we're thugs, but y'all kill our fathers daily and don't care. Do y'all think about it twice?
That must make y'all feel real tough as men. You can't answer a fucking.
You're looking at me because you feel my
Nothing
pain.
you've said has applied to me personally, so I don't know what you're talking about.
You represent the department with that badge, sir. You represent the department. You represent taxpayers. You represent the state of Oklahoma.
To protect me, right?
Oklahoma's
I
fighting.
don't feel protected.
If you can't represent the state of Oklahoma, rip that damn badge off now. Throw it to the ground and walk away. If you can't represent the police of Oklahoma, then you can't represent the state of Oklahoma. If you lack the moral character, then leave. Resign.
You guys are supposed to protect and serve us. You're sitting here laughing in our faces. This
Are
is
any of
not
y'all
a game.
Christians? Y'all white? Y'all probably Christian. What do you think Christ says about this? Y'all acting Christ-like? Y'all go to church on Sunday? I grew up Catholic. I was an altar boy. I know what that fucking means. Are y'all Christian? Do you kiss your wives at night? Do you pray to God?
Do y'all not understand?
You have any sense of morality,
Every single
dignity?
day, whenever I get in my car, I fear for my life. Do you not understand? When my dad leaves the house, I fear if he's gonna come home or not. I fear if my brother's gonna come home. Do you know how many times Oklahoma City Police Department has threatened my 16-year-old brother's life and told my mother personally that they will kill her? And we called the chief of police over 15 times and never got a phone call back. How do you think I feel? I'm hurt. I'm tired. And I'm tired
You
of
can look
fighting
her in the eyes,
for my
Lieutenant.
freedom.
Look her in the eyes, Lieutenant.
I'm
Grow
not
balls.
fighting for
Look her in the
just
eyes,
my freedom.
Lieutenant.
I'm fighting for my life daily. I'm 18 years old with tear gas marks on my body from you all. How does that make me feel? My whole body, it has tear gas chemical marks and they won't come off.
Show them the chemical burns.
All across my chest, I have chemical burns. How does that make you feel? I'm only 18 years old. I'm just starting my life. I'm going to school to be a lawyer, to help and serve, protect people like you are. And you guys don't care. You guys don't care about our lives, and we're tired of feeling that way. We should not be this young out here begging for our lives any longer.
I got
You
both
guys-
my hands up.
You guys
You can
have
end this
not
now.
even came and talked to me, not one time. You guys have not flinched. You guys have not moved. You guys have laughed in our faces. Do you not know that we have been called delusional by the rest of your police force? How do you think that makes us feel? We're getting called delusional for fighting for our lives. It is 5 o'clock in the morning, and we're still out here. We've been out here since 8 o'clock yesterday, fighting for our lives. Does that not make y'all hurt? Do y'all not feel any type of sympathy for us at all? Do y'all? No one can answer.
What will you say to your almighty God, any of the Christians to you, when you die? What are you going to say to him when you die? How do you think he looks upon you right now?
Do you guys not have any feeling for us? Do you guys care about our lives like you say you do? We want our fathers to come home because we care about your lives just like you guys are supposed to care about ours.
What's the bad number, woman? You ready over here? What's the bad number? 2107? What's the bad number, sir? 2009. 2009, what's the bad number, sir? 201.
What are you guys talking
badge number,
about?
sir?
Why can't you guys talk to us?
2022? My hand is still out. You don't have to shake your hand.
186.
You can
Wait,
shake
what?
mine. Both hands
Your
up.
friend's
We
talking
can
too loud. You
end
can't
this.
understand me. I told you.
But
my
you're
badge
addressing
number.
me now. You're addressing me now. So you can address me again. See, this is the problem. This is the problem. This is the problem. What? Why can't you just what? This is incredible.
You guys are
This
laughing.
is incredible.
You guys think this is a game. This is not a game. You guys
This
don't
is
even talk to
incredible.
us. It is 10 of us out here.
This
And
is
I'm
incredible.
saying you guys-
Lieutenant, what's your
you guys
badge
have
number?
guns. You guys have guns.
Lieutenant.
Why are y'all scared of us? We're humans just
How
like
the
you guys.
fuck did somebody like you get to be a lieutenant? I can't imagine this would ever be
You're
acceptable in the
supposed
U.S.
to be the
military.
lieutenant, and you're not feeling any type of sympathy for you at all. Do you have any sympathy for Oklahoma? There's more than just white people in Oklahoma. There are black people, there are Mexicans, there are Latinos, and we all do matter.
Has anybody here
Do
served
y'all
in the
not
U.S.
know
military?
that 3 of y'all police officers
Anybody served in the U.S. military?
Yesterday, and nothing happened.
No?
And if you don't know, I can show
Good
you
to
the
know.
video.
Good to know.
Do you want to see the video? Right.
You don't want to see the video, officer?
That is
Can I
heartbreaking.
head shake?
That is heartbreaking.
Confirm, yes or no?
That
Do you
guys
want to
are
see the
able
video?
To run us over for peacefully protesting. And nothing
Right,
happened.
where was that last night? Why y'all trying to run us over?
Y'all ran
Where was
over
that? On
a
the
little
sidewalk.
girl. Why?
On the sidewalk, for what?
Yeah, why are you pointing
Why did we
lasers?
get lasers
Right, and
pointed
who
in
pointed
our
a laser
faces
at us?
while we were over there peacefully? Why? Why did your officers come by flipping us off?
So
Why?
any of you men served in the U.S. military? Anybody?
We're
I can
hurt.
imagine not,
We're
'cause they're
tired.
fucking
You
police
guys aren't
officers.
hearing our pain.
And the way
We
they're
will be
acting.
here every single day until you hear our pain. Every single day. We pay y'all our taxes, and half of y'all do not do what y'all are supposed to do. We are scared for our lives daily. And it is sad. We're in America, and we should not have to feel this way. And none of y'all can look at us. None of y'all can come and talk to us. We are all young. This age group is 18 through 24. 18 through 24. How old are you? How old are you?
I just want to know why the lieutenant can't give his badge number.
You
That's all I
can't
want
even
to know.
answer that. You guys are
Why
showing
can't you
us
give your
no
badge number,
respect
Lieutenant?
whatsoever.
Why can't you give your badge number, Lieutenant?
Does it not make you feel any bad that I cannot call you guys to feel protected?
Lieutenant, look like you about to cry.
Did
You
you know
hurt your
there were
pride?
officers who
Your
came
pride
to
hurt,
give us
Lieutenant?
water and you ran off looking embarrassed that y'all might see them?
He was embarrassed to talk to us.
And that is
Embarrassed.
sad.
Because they should.
That is
they
sad.
serve them. They go up and
We're out here begging
they
for
go up
our
and discuss
lives
brothers
in
and sisters, and they
2020.
shit talk us. They look at us as a piece of trash.
You guys don't take us serious.
Settle down,
Your
because they're shaking
lieutenant
my hand,
just
show
told
you
us
what peace.
that this is a game. And we've been out here all night. We have not ate. We have not drank. We have not went to the bathroom. You guys went home and slept, right? Because y'all don't have to fight for y'all's lives like we do.
Hey, but
We're fighting
that's only a
daily.
matter of time, sister. It's only a matter of time. Let this shit keep going.
We're
Let
not
this shit
going to
keep
keep
going.
letting this happen. We're not. We're not going to let
That's
you
only a
keep
matter of
killing our
time.
black men. We're not. And you're
That's
not
only
going
a
to
matter
keep
of
getting
fucking
away with
time.
third-degree murder on a charge that is known to be a murder. That is sad. And you guys should feel ashamed that your police brothers can get charged with that.
Third-degree murder is for shit. Like when you get into an altercation with somebody, you push them, and they
You
go
guys
ahead
should
and
know
die in an
that.
accident.
But let it be a black man on the
This man
street
held his
selling
knee
a
on the
bag
back
of
of this
weed.
man's
You guys
neck
will
and
take
got
him to
third
jail.
degree.
You guys will beat him with a baton. Let a white man walk up on you with an AR-15. You're not going to pull your weapon. You're not going to put your hand on your gun. You're going to pull your taser. And it's sad.
Maybe they might pull their taser. Shit, they might pull
Yes,
their
your
taser.
taser. And it is sad. There's videos of that happening. There's videos of Oklahoma City Police Department abusing our black men in our black community. We are sad. We're hurt. We're tired. We want to be heard, and we will be heard. The fact that y'all can't come talk to us is sad. It's sickening.
That's just crazy. That's crazy.
You guys are just ready to arrest us, and that's all. And it is sad. You guys came over here real fast when he sat on this barricade, but you guys can't come and give us a hug. You guys can't come and talk to us. You guys can't come tell us that our lives matter.
All lives matter.
You said that
Not until Black
matter?
Lives Matter
Do
too.
you
Say
say that
Black Lives Matter. Do they matter?
Do Black Lives matter? You're shrugging your shoulders. Do
Wait,
Black
wait, wait.
Lives matter
You
or
can't
not?
simply say yes or no.
If black lives don't matter,
Black
all
lives
lives
matter.
don't
You can't say yes or
That's
no?
logically invalid.
Do Black Lives matter?
then obviously black lives.
Then say yes.
So do
So
Black
say
Lives
yes.
Matter,
Give
right?
acknowledgement to that.
Did you just confirm that? Black lives matter.
Yes, all lives matter.
Thank you.
No,
Do
black lives matter. Say it.
We're asking you. You guys are not
right, we got
answering
it,
here.
Yellow, green.
No, you guys aren't
Thank you,
getting
we
the
got
point.
an answer.
All lives do not matter until Black Lives Matter. It starts with us. You guys kill us daily. You kill our fathers, our brothers, our cousins. You guys aren't listening to us. We're a hurt community. We want to be heard. We're tired. We want to be heard, and you guys are taking us as a joke. Your lieutenant said that this is a game. Your lieutenant said that this
It's
is
still
a
fresh.
game. Does this look like a game? You have a group of officers over there This is not a game. You have officers surrounding us for a group of 10 young people.
I am on my knees right now with my hand out to shake your hand to end this now.
You've had us watching.
You can fucking drag me over there and throw me in that car right now. I would not resist. All it would take, shake our hands. Let everybody go home. End this.
We want to be heard. And that's it. You guys aren't showing us that we're heard. You guys have told us, your lieutenant told us that this is a game, and we slept here tonight. Matter of fact, we didn't sleep. We stayed up all night. And your lieutenant told us that this is a game, so I said...
It's crazy, too, because I'm looking for an
No,
energizer.
there's no clarifying. I have it on video. I have it on video.
Hey, yeah, let him speak, let him speak.
The game part is y'all testing the barrier. If you're here to peaceful protest, hey, I'm
Sir,
with
is this
you.
testing a
Let's
barrier
peaceful
right now?
protest. But when you're hanging on the barrier and you're testing your boundaries to see how far you can get without, that's
I
a
have my
game.
hand out to shake
So
your
if you're here to
hand.
peaceful
Am I shaking?
protest, let's
Am I
protest.
testing?
So, me
Your
sitting up here,
message on that side
on
of
the
the
barrier, me sitting up
So
here on the
you're
barrier.
more worried
Hold
about
on.
the barrier than our
Me
lives.
sitting up here on the barrier with my feet over it, not even extended as far out of the barrier as his hand, is a problem, but his hand
Acting
being
as
that
if
further
you're
up.
going to come over. This barrier is
I
here
literally
for a
said,
reason.
I'm just sitting up
Officer,
here.
This
why
barrier
is
is
the
to keep
barrier
y'all on
here?
that side
I
as you
said,
protest.
I'm sitting up here. I was just simply
Okay.
sitting
But
up
why
here.
should we have to protest for our lives in 2020? Why do we not feel like human beings? Why are you guys shooting us with rubber bullets? Why are you guys tear gassing us? Like I said, I'm 18 years old with chemical burns on my body for the rest of my life because you guys tear gassed me. Does that not make you feel bad? You feel no sympathy for me, and I have tear gas burns on my body. I'm 18 years old. I'm 18. Let it happen your daughter. Imagine your daughter in my position.
Let it happen
Fighting
one of
for
their
her
kids.
life daily. Fighting for her life daily. Imagine your daughter coming home with tear gas burns and your mom having to put hydrocortisone cream on your chest because you have burns from chemical. Because the police, they're supposed to protect and serve you dead. Because you wanted your life to be normal. How would you feel?
Hey, officers, can you tell me why there's only a handful of actual black people on your force?
There's only 7 black officers on your force that
Why
your
is there a
officer told us
handful of
last
What was that
time.
last part?
Your last officer told us there's only 7 black police officers on your force.
That's a lie.
Well, can you tell us how many?
What is the number? Do you know
Tell
the
us how
number?
many.
I don't have a number.
So then how
And
can
that's
you
it.
say,
Give me
but how
the-
can you say that that's a lie?
There's more than 7.
How do you know? Give me
Because I
something
know more than
30,
7.
something I can go
Here's the deal. We could give you whatever answer you wanted. You'd still stay here and yell at us and shout at us.
Whatever answer we
We're
give you
gonna
wouldn't be
stay
high
here
enough for
and
you.
yell
You
and
just want to
shout
make an argument
until
out of
we
it.
feel like our lives aren't threatened anymore. We're gonna stay here every single day until we feel like
Your life-
we won't be killed
listen,
anymore.
Your life matters to me just as much as his life matters to me.
Right, his life
just as
matters
much
to
as
me,
his life
just
matters
as
to
much
me.
as your life
Just as
matters
much as
to
his
me.
life matters to me.
But my
Everyone's
dad's
life
life matters.
is precious and matters to me.
But Black Lives Matter needs to come first before all lives can matter because you guys treat black people as if we are animals. You guys tear gas us for peacefully protesting, and yet the guys with AR-15s did not get tear gas walking to the Capitol. You guys stood there.
Do you hate being grouped with the all you people are bad, all you people are this, like they're saying about protesters and rioters, all you people are bad? It's horrible, right? So
It
how do you
is.
feel when you point at me and go, all you guys are
Dude, I
racist,
didn't
all you
say
guys are this, you
specifically.
guys are
I
doing
said
this?
Oklahoma City Police Department as a whole because your officers told me last time that you guys, if one of you guys see someone doing bad, that you will fall behind. Is that or is that not correct? Another one of your officers told me that you guys all listen to him. Is that or is that not correct?
They
That's
don't
not
You're
going to be the
chief
case.
They don't
You're
hold
done
them
talking.
They don't hold each other accountable.
You're done talking. Okay, so now you want to talk. So I'm asking, does my life matter to you? So why do I feel like my life does not matter? Why do I have to fear for my dad's life every single day? Why do I have to fear for my brother's life every day? Why were we standing down there peacefully protesting and we had lasers pointed at us? Why we were sitting on the corner?
Me and my partner waved at you.
Or
I can't speak to anybody else. Me and my partner waved at you.
Were you one of the officers who waved?
We just went by the 7-Eleven and waved at you.
we had another officer
Somebody said they were
flip us off.
dedicated or something.
What'd your friend do as soon as he walked up in front of your group to us?
We had another officer
How did he start
flip
off
us
this
off.
interaction? How did your friend right there start off this
I took
interaction?
you off
You
for your
guys
officer's
had
actions before.
lasers
Was it me?
pointed at
Was it
us
me?
all
Yes,
night.
yes.
Did I do that?
Yes,
How
because
do you know?
the badge you wear it, the policies you enforce.
So
Yes,
you
yes,
judge me
yes,
because of the badge
yes,
I wear,
yes,
but
yes,
you don't want
yes,
me to judge you
yes,
as a group.
yes, you can judge me all day long. Because at the end of the day, it's my side that's gonna win. Because at the end of the day, my side's fighting for
Then there's no
humanity.
point in talking to you. I don't want to talk to you.
So you're not gonna talk to me?
I don't want to talk to you.
All right, that's fine. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to talk to me. But the crazy part is that I know what I'm saying.
Same guys that are over
You're
there,
upset
same
because
guys
of
that
what
are
I'm
up
saying.
there.
But why y'all trying to surround us and intimidate us when we're not doing
The
anything?
logic of, oh, fucking, we don't want to be judged as a fucking collective unit because fucking we don't like the fucking stereotypes that are coming our
We
way.
don't have
But
weapons. None
fucking,
of us
at
do.
the
So put you guys up.
what do you think
So
about
how do you think that
Right.
makes us feel?
We're not all bad officers because fucking the shit is going on in the world. But you uphold policies that fucking make
Do
you
you want to
bad
see
So,
my mom?
if I walk
Do
over there, will I get
you
arrested?
don't fucking check each
Do would
other.
you like to see it?
You don't.
I
If I
have
get arrested?
We
chemical
have to
burns
find
on my
out.
body for the rest of my life
We're not public
because
servants.
of
We ask
Oklahoma
you for
City
your
Police
fucking, we
Department
ask you for
because
your
we're
help.
out
You
here
get
fighting
it.
for our
We
lives.
ask you for your badge number. You
How do
fucking
you
get
think I
it.
feel?
Whoever told you that you
Understand
can't
that
fucking
other
do that, you
people
don't have
in
a
the
fucking right life.
That were doing stuff.
They fucking lied to you.
Names.
So what
So
happened?
that's the difference between my
You
group
didn't get
and
to
your
arrested
group.
them. You've arrested 13 people to my knowledge so far. That was in the
What
evidence.
happened?
Check your shit, officer. I'm telling you. Check your shit.
Not understanding.
Non-peaceful protest.
I have chemical burns on my
Okay.
body.
So you
On
know
my
them.
body. Because you guys tear gassed us for peacefully protesting. Why? Why did you tear gas us? Why? Who gave you?
Tear gas
Who?
for peaceful protest.
We were
wait,
peaceful
even better.
protesters.
What was
Even
the
better.
tear gas used
Even
for?
better. Yo, let's
No,
ask this question.
we were peaceful
We have police
protesters.
cars destroyed.
We're angry
Because
because
Wait,
everybody
whoa, whoa,
said
whoa,
it.
whoa, 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 whoa,
Hey,
whoa,
stay,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
You said what's your name? I served.
my name is Sincere.
Sincere?
Yes.
I served in the Air Force. I served in the community. Why did you do that? I worked for your PLI.
Because every day my brothers and sisters are being killed by police. My little brother is 16 years old. Oklahoma City Police Department has told my mom that they will kill him 2 times. And my little brother is 16 because he fit a description. My brother fit a description. I'm tired of them always being a description. My blood brother is 16 years old and happy. He fit a description in our own neighborhood walking to 7-Eleven and got ARs poured on him and his friends because they fit a description. And they're only 15, 16 years old. How do you think that makes me feel? My cousin has been killed by Oklahoma City Police Department.
I mean, we're all doing it for the same purpose.
I respect your honesty, but you understand, you see how that's not a good
We're
look.
being honest.
Yeah, but you understand how that's not a good look and say that? I can't say that I serve with these people
I'm
that I
tired.
work with for
I'm
years.
tired of
and
fighting.
not have any welfare. That is not right.
I have some.
Oh, what makes you
We got water right here. Water right here.
Get your drink.
Hey, water.
So these are values that got taught in basic, right?
She's getting delirious out here.
I'm just tired of having to beg for my life daily. I'm tired of doing that. You can see the pain in my voice. We should not feel this way any longer. And it starts with you guys.
I want to serve the community. I want to help people. And I want to make sure that
Like you guys want our people.
could I do to make these?
Okay, let me ask you this.
You personally could help by stopping your officers whenever they do something bad. You can personally help by stop always letting your officers kill our people. There's other ways to arrest our people. Don't always feel scared like black people, like all black people.
I like to work always because I came in on my day.
It happens so often, so, and you don't feel my pain. You can't feel my pain.
And I'm not going to pretend to put myself in your shoes. I did not grow up where you grew up. I have not gone through the things you have gone through. It's unfair for me to say I understand. Is that fair to say? But that doesn't mean I'm not sympathetic. I don't. There's absolutely been things against me in Pacific here that I've seen. There has been some guys that I worked around with and done some stuff that I didn't like. And I told them about it. All them out.
Stop when it was happening.
We are peacefully.
That's not even a black white thing. I don't even remember who we were dealing with. But when I see actions that aren't right, I stop it. I don't care who it is.
But we need more officers like that. Whenever there's not an officer on the police force like that, the officer should no longer be an officer. And it has to stop. Or whenever the officers are not here to protect all people, they should not be able to be
Do you
officers.
know who is at the top of the list of people who don't like bad officers? Very top of the list, long list of people who don't like bad officers, other officers, good officers. Because we all get grouped into that. One officer makes a mistake, we all get put in that same deal. Okay? So we hate a bad officer.
We're racist. We're slave owners.
Our founding fathers. That's great.
Know about that. I mean,
I'm not
You
trying
have
to
to
put
agree
it
with why we did it. I wasn't there. Some of our brothers and sisters, I saw little girl having to get them put on her face because she was there. As a 4-year-old little girl had to get milk poured on her face because we were tear gassed, because they felt like we didn't. We literally had the police officers walk up and keep tear gassed. We weren't doing anything. There were times where we were just literally standing there in your office just because there's times where your officers have sat there fire in our faces. We're tired of feeling like we really are. We want a change. And if you don't see that, then that's a problem. And if you don't feel like that you can make a change and be a part of a change, then you should not be an officer, because an officer is supposed to protect and serve all American citizens. Is that right or is that wrong? So is it not bad that we feel like our life is a threat to you? For example, let me ask first, do you feel like your life is a threat to the police officers say?
We can be civil, even if we're angry, we can be civil.
It's sad that we feel this way. We shouldn't.
Because my brother doesn't share the same anger and aggression that we all share.
Well, he was true.
He doesn't share the same anger and aggression that we all share. So while you're nodding and agreeing with him, it's like creating a problem.
I don't know what he's thinking. I haven't grown up like
I
that.
know.
with Tim right now. I can agree to
I
this.
work on the. Where do you live?
Disagree with you.
I
I'm gonna
live
make an assumption.
He hasn't gone through what I have.
I live in Detroit.
I'm here to support him.
As
Listen
she
to
just
him.
said,
Piedmont officers. Are you in Oklahoma City? How's that going? Or is it actually
they got immediately.
That happened by Oklahoma City Police Department. When my brother, when that situation happened, it happened by Oklahoma City Police Department.
Do you actually live in Piedmont City limits?
I live in Piedmont City.
I think some of those addresses out there will say Piedmont, but it's actually
Are you gonna shake this man?
like Surrey Hills.
I don't say anything.
So I think that's probably a Piedmont address. You probably don't, but it's actually that makes sense.
No, I'm simply asking how to make you feel so I can make
But I
a
personally,
point to establish.
So what if I said, what if I told you this?
and that's why I'm here, because I want a change and I'm tired of feeling this way.
An opinion, I would ask you why.
Where's the staff? Somebody said something about the
Like
second.
I said, then if I was like, all right, so
The
let me
second
take you on
police violence
step
has been there.
and it kept happening, it kept happening, it kept happening.
I
Because
can't,
you were the
where
fucking
is
skin color of blue because of
Oklahoma
police
City
officers.
Police Department
Eventually,
is number
it's
2
right?
in police violence.
You're not gonna tell me that on a day-to-day, when you start to get flicked off and disrespected daily
That's
because you're a police
sad. That
officer.
needs to go down.
Does anybody remember that she got that stat or heard that stat?
I saw it. I was looking.
You have to let it go because
I
initially
don't
you
know
got
everything I
to
read.
it.
Yeah, I just researched stuff because stuff is
You're not a
important to me.
fool.
I'm tired of
You have to
fighting
let
for
shit
our
go
lives and
because
got
it got
shit.
to
Use of force.
It's not that it didn't get to you, because other than that, it went in a hurry.
But I just want
Because you're trying to tell me
Listen, I
that
don't
you're
know
not
about your
human.
stat.
You're trying to tell me you're not human.
Yeah, I work at a lot of places.
We are real critical about how we categorize our use of force. I don't know if that had anything to do with your study. I'm not trying to justify anything that you raised, but
So you are a Christian.
really working
You
in
consider yourself a Christian.
anytime we do anything other than handcuffing,
I'm just asking.
someone looks at that consider the use of force. And it's reviewed by supervisors, it goes into like a board and all this other stuff. Where a lot of departments across the
I
country,
get that. And I can
especially
personally
out in
say,
California and stuff, unless like somebody goes to the hospital, it's not considered.
I can personally say that.
So sometimes our numbers are skewed.
I can personally say that out
As
of
far as
all the officers that came
times
here,
we get
even
into
the lieutenant, I
use
even
of
have
force with
a
someone,
respect for a lieutenant and
this
a
is all
man
public
cap
knowledge. You
because
can
they're
get
able
this,
to
you
verbally
can do
voice, like they said something, you know what I'm saying? But also
we're
sitting
really
back
critical
because you're in
on-
your feelings rather
And in the
than
last
actually
couple
coming
years,
up and then
they've really
practicing what
got
you just
into,
preached.
they call it de-escalation.
It's how respect is gained between your
understand
side
that
and our
means?
side. Because you're able to put that shit aside
Exactly what we're
and
doing
actually
right
come and try again
Everybody's all
and
amped up.
try again until
Now we're
something
talking,
goes
we're
down.
communicating, everybody's down. Okay? So they have put a huge emphasis on, and I'm really good. Some other guys are just not feeling like that. know, you can
Well, I do respect
MF me and call me names all day long.
This is only the start. And unless more officers get what you just
I mean, I've gone in a situation where guys have been in a crazy situation for 20 minutes. I come in and I'm able to talk.
Whatever fucking they watch live on
Calm
TV.
down.
Like if they actually
Find
look
an issue to
at
problem.
what you were just
I'm not saying
doing
that I can
and
fix
what
And
just
saw
happened
how it
and
made
learn
us
Can't go
from
run
that.
less
inside,
agitated.
come back
All
out.
the other
Hey,
protesters that
hey,
come out later,
Yes,
all the other protesters that might come out later
we understand.
might not be as aggressive because
Right.
what just happened between you and
Do
I
you know people you grew up with?
shows that there's a bridge,
wanna
there's
do
a
something?
connection,
Yes.
that there is.
Oh, because we're all
When police
literally
officers
every
laugh at us,
person
why
that I
do you
know
want to
this
be
close
nice
to me
to
and my
you?
family will not call a police officer if anything
No,
bad
no, I
happens.
said want to become police officer.
No.
No, thank you, officer.
We have people who want to
Y'all asked us
destroy
about
and lawyers.
how many black officers I promise you 20, so I don't give you the number. But I could name 15 off the top of my head.
Agree on something like.
If y'all feel like that's
I respect it.
I don't have
move
the same anger
toward
he has
something that would
because
help
I haven't
the black
gone through what he
community,
has. But I can see that
and we
with
have
time.
like
Not everybody is like
officers that work in our recruiting
We're all different.
that they I
But
know
you
they
do
hold
feel like
revenue
more
lieutenant
people
used
should
to
be like you, but that same trying to make
she was in
peace.
recruiting. She
Make
used to
bridges?
hold
Yeah, I think we should be.
rallies, not rallies, like recruiting
Would you
What you uphold is
whatever
important.
fairs or something.
Oh yeah.
She would
If I see
specifically go up
something-
to
if I see something
the Northeast
bad or
side of her
something,
like the Jimmy Center and hold
say, hey, that's not a good idea.
So you would hold your fellow officers accountable.
Right.
recruiting events, trying to encourage.
Well, that's part of having integrity.
We don't.
And we're quick. If you're a police officer,
Just like that, this one fellow, this
morally.
one right there that was coming up going, hey, you know, you guys,
I just wish you could
trying to say, hey, that's something
look at. You can't look at the eyes. I can't look at.
Step up and say, hey, that's not a good
And that's
idea.
what part of the problem is we don't know
so let me ask you,
what each other.
is it a good, like, if
You know,
police
you're not talking and stuff
legally
else,
have the
but,
right to not give their
I
back
wish
when asked?
everybody. I'm gonna write on this.
Legally,
See
I'm
what
not
we
sure.
have to deal with one another.
So when you're
Depends
asked,
on the policy
It's
procedure.
something. Some guy who does something stupid,
so in this situation, if you're asked for your identity,
legal,
your back
wrong,
number, you
Minnesota.
have to give it.
I'm standing here 800 miles
can answer
away,
that question.
having to defend you. No, that's not fair to me.
Since
That's not
you
fair to me.
initiated the contact here, we are not required by our policy and state law to give you our badge.
But
If,
you
if,
contact
if, if the police initiates the contact, whether it's for a call for service or a traffic stop or voluntary contact, you're walking down the street and we want to talk to you. If you ask us our badge number, we have to give you. For our policy now, currently, that enacted last year, we actually are required, before we say anything to you on a traffic stop, to identify ourselves by name. But since you initiated the contact, we are not required to give you our badge number.
Sorry, I just keep running into
Like,
you.
conceal our identity.
Yeah, we can't hide, like if you were videoing me, I couldn't
don't have
hide
to
my
write it
badge
down.
number.
You just
I
have
can't
to
hide my
confirm.
name. I can't hide my unit, the unit number on my car. You know, that's not,
Clarify, that's
That's
Oklahoma City
understandable.
Police.
That's
But
Oklahoma
let me
City-
ask
that's our
you,
policy.
okay, so since all three of you guys are here, can this change start with you guys today?
how would
Do
you like us to
guys
enact that
prom-
change?
Do you guys
Check
promise
your-
to
Hold each
stop
other
in
accountable.
certain ways?
Alright,
Do you guys limit
You guys are
it?
standing here talking to us doesn't mean the ones over there feel the same
I
way that you guys
I-
do.
I just
I will,
wanna
I
say
will answer that
personally.
question right now. Because every time someone says, every time I've listened to, stand back here listening to y'all and listening to almost every protester that demands change from individual officers, as low as we are, you gotta realize we're street cops.
Nobody cares
We're
about
the
the
bottom. All right, let me finish. I'm answering your question. Every time someone says, you know, this is what you need to do, you need to do this, you need to help these people accountable, you need to treat people this way, you're telling me to do things that I've done since I was a rookie. I hold every officer I'm with accountable. If I see them doing something wrong, like, hey, back off, let's do that differently. They say, you gotta treat people differently. I treat every person the same on every contact until they give me a reason to treat them differently. A person's actions and attitude in my job as an officer dictates the way they are treated by me.
I'm glad you actually brought that up. Hold on, I'm glad you
Yeah.
brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up. Because what with a person's action dictates the extent of your treatment and changing your force. What to tell me what is grounds for some of the way that you handle people that give
As
you
far
the
as
reason-
force, it's
as a
dictated by
group.
policy and our use of force continuum.
So your policies say that you can literally punch somebody.
It depends on the other person's action.
So
We have to respond to what you're doing to us.
So if I'm simply resisting arrest by refusing to put my hands behind my back and I'm on the ground, you have the right to punch me.
No, I don't.
You don't?
No.
So
Our policy and procedures are readily available online. The whole book has been for years.
If your fellow officer did that, and you saw an officer commit that violation, would you report it?
Would you
Would
stop
that be
it?
policy?
I would have to because it would be in my report.
But would you stop it
And it's
in the
on
midst of
camera.
it happening?
Yeah.
But would you want to, or is it just because you have to?
Right.
No.
As a person, you should.
So then,
Yeah.
also, let me ask, can the change start with you guys today then? Do you guys promise to us we're here peacefully?
That's
Do you
what I'm
guys
telling you.
promise
Here's
to
what we're
us
saying.
that
You're
you guys
saying change.
We're not
but
changing.
That's, I
That's
don't
how
have
we've
to
always
change
done it.
because I already do that.
Let me ask all of y'all a question. Do y'all think that all the police officers in Oklahoma City Police Department act the way that you've been talking about?
Not all.
Okay.
Yes,
Do you think most?
Yes.
Yes.
And in 7 years of being an officer, I've never seen that situation that he described.
Have you ever seen
Like you're practicing what you do.
throughout your whole
I've never seen a single officer that has gone would be considered.
If you're holding each other accountable, it's not working. You need to hold your boss accountable for training you guys to keep
I don't
skills.
know. I know what to tell you.
And if your boss doesn't agree, then
What would you like?
shouldn't
What
work
would
for
you
him.
like our boss to do?
He's in jail
If
right
your
now.
boss is not for the people, then he shouldn't be your boss and you should not work for
We
him.
begged for like 3 days straight for him to come out here and just talk. Your police chief. And we kept getting ignored, stared at, laughed at. I have many videos of police officers just laughing
We
at
got
us.
called delusional.
We've been asking for that for like 3 days now. So it's not
Do
like we've
y'all
just been
understand
standing
that
out here looking
we
at you guys
understand-
we don't have
crazy.
like this cell phone number
We don't
policy?
have any
We
way to contact
Right,
the chief.
and we're
We're-
not telling
we're
you
here.
guys to go get him.
He's-
We've been saying we want him out here to speak.
It's not like you're not
Because you
gonna tell
guys say
him,
you
though.
hold each other
It's not like he's not
accountable,
gonna
but
hear
you
that
don't
this
hold your
happened this
chief
morning.
accountable for y'all's
What
actions.
transpired,
How y'all
right?
treating
He knows
everybody
Y'all probably
else
gonna write
here.
reports, aren't y'all?
No, this isn't a reportable day. This is just conversation with citizens.
Okay, I mean, that's
We
fair.
have that every day. We don't.
I'll give you that.
There's no police report for friendly conversation.
I was just curious, like the procedural thing there. Obviously, your chief would be aware of the operations right now, and then you have protesters right now.
So, do you, back to the question,
And now
do
you
you
have this
guys
deployment
vow
right here.
to protect and serve
I've
us
already done that
and
when I
stop
put this badge on. I've
But
already
we
done
do
that.
not feel that. We do not
then
feel
I
that.
cannot change
Can
that.
you tell me that person?
I'm telling you right now, I already vowed
Can
to
you,
do that
can you
when
do
I
it
took my
again?
oath.
But can you tell me again? Can you just say it again? That you promise.
That I'm going to uphold my oath? Yes, I'm telling you that right now.
Those words? Can you just say the words that I promise to never watch an Oklahoma City police officer hurt another person without stopping it in the midst of that action and without.
If an officer, I cannot promise
Can you
that
please-
because
why can't you
because
promise
if
it?
I cannot guarantee that an officer that is doing something within policy and that is justified won't end up with somebody getting hurt. Because sometimes people get hurt, and it's because of their actions, not our actions. Our actions are dictated by their actions, and somebody may get hurt.
Then is it possible the policy is unethical and immoral?
I don't believe our policy is unethical.
Why do you feel that way?
Do y'all understand like what we have to deal with sometimes?
I understand that you
Yeah.
guys do have
I
to
do.
deal with
I really
people
do.
who are not like us. You understand that you guys
And that's
get
why
people
I
who
respect
shoot
y'all.
y'all.
And you-
But what we're here
Hey,
for
Serenity.
is because
Serenity.
my name
Sincere.
is Sincere,
Sincere,
not
sorry.
Serenity.
I was
But
close.
you do understand
Sincere,
that
sincere.
whenever we see on TV a white person shooting a police officer, they do not get shot. But when a black person is walking with their
Where-
hands up, they get shot.
where did you-
That's
whoa,
still
where did
white
you-
people.
whoa.
It did not happen in Oklahoma,
I
but we
felt
see
free.
that on TV all the time. We just want it to stop. What we are here for today in the whole is not just about Oklahoma, it's about America in general, but it does start within our state. If you guys cannot try to help us, it starts with every single police officer, right?
I think it starts with every single citizen.
It starts with citizens
It
too,
starts-
but we cannot.
That's why I don't understand why there's this us and them. It starts with everyone.
It's
We
us
don't
and
hold
them
the power
because
that
you guys
do.
kill us every
As long as you
single
guys are
day.
behind that badge, we don't hold that power that you guys have.
We're
You
not.
guys
What
beat
power
us.
are you talking about?
You
You
got
guys
guns,
have
you got
power.
pepper spray, you got
You
cars,
guys
you got
run
whips,
red
you got...
lights.
These are
We're
tools.
not
These are
doing
tools.
Huh?
You guys
These
call
are
them
tools.
tools and we call
And
them
you know what?
weapons. They're used
I
to
don't
kill us
train.
daily.
But, because I'll call her
There was
military.
plenty of officers tonight that ran through red lights going well
There's
over the
plenty
speed
of
limit.
officers
But if I
tonight
did that,
who have
I would
showed
get a
us that they
ticket.
have.
And hold on, and we watched that happen, and the first thing we said was, what are those guys doing? Why are they doing that? Okay? So don't sit there and think that we're both instructors. I'm an FTO. I train officers. I train, recruits, and many of our recruits, black, white, female, Asian, whatever. We stress to them that we have policy and procedures in place that they need to abide by for your safety.
And
I don't want, and I pull officers aside. I'm like, you need to slow down. It's not worth your life. It's not worth someone else's life.
And I appreciate
trust me, I've been on the street cop for a long time.
Let me ask you this. Would it change your mind to know those officers are running over to a clerk at a store that had guys outside?
Why was their lights not on then?
Their lights were on.
They were
Now we
absolutely
know
Every
it's like
time.
really fast down
Can you
north.
explain-
Can you
Can you explain the laser?
violation.
Can you explain the laser that was pointed
And
to
someone's
us
directing
whenever
someone to
we
die.
were right there? And then when we told
I
him
can't
to
explain
put
that
their
because I
guns
wasn't there.
down,
Somebody had a green laser that they was pointing at the people that was standing on the corner.
There was people pointing
People,
lasers at the
officers have
I know of nothing on the farming licenses. They had
But it was down there by the
so I don't know
police.
what
That's all I know. It was down there by the police. They was down there. The light came from down there.
The only lasers I
Right,
the
it's a
protests
for the gas.
were people in the crowd
We were
pointing the
trying to
laser at
decide
our
It was
helicopter.
just this
I knew y'all was. Look, I told you they
And
was.
it's just
Someone asked me
It's
to
just
get
Hey.
a torch or something,
What?
or a
CO2 laser,
flamethrower.
green laser.
I knew it was a
The CO2 laser, like the green laser.
Oh, we don't have green.
No, we don't have green lasers on
Well,
our
okay.
equipment.
That's
Why
what
they
it was.
come from
It was
that
the green
direction?
laser.
I don't know if
It's
any.
from
I don't.
the
Well, I'm
helicopter.
trying to tell you.
I think it's funny
That was
because
somebody in the
if we
crowd.
wasn't allowed in that area, why
I don't know
would
if
someone
any-
have
only
a
if these
green
News9 chopper
Other than that,
reporting
it's
people
just
hitting them with
I
lasers.
carry a taser, so it's
Okay,
Right.
that's somebody in the crowd.
That's like a big deal for.
and you. They're not going to shoot them from a helicopter either because they don't like.
And they wouldn't even let us walk to go to the restroom.
Let me clarify. This is not shot like it wasn't. Wait, stop. This was not from a helicopter. This is while we were sitting at that curb,
It was a green laser that is somebody.
and it came from the side that you guys had blocked off and barricaded.
I don't know.
No
I don't
citizens
know.
were
I don't.
over there.
I
It was just a
personally.
bunch of like.
I'm trying to answer your question.
Did y'all just
I
get
don't know
here?
of anything we use that has a green
Y'all
laser.
been here?
I don't have a laser.
There are
All
some
night?
things that have
They
red
have it on
lasers.
video.
Since how long?
Well, I want to know
Hey, I'm sorry.
Our helicopter doesn't have a laser on it.
why they not. Look, why is nobody going down there to get them and they walking in the
No, I
street?
wasn't here. I
It
wasn't out
doesn't
here.
matter if it's not.
I wasn't out here last
What
night.
matters
But they was trying to get us for walking across the
After everybody
crosswalk last
dispersed.
night.
Our voices are gone.
I waved
We've
when I
been
was
out
by.
there
I don't know
protesting for our life for 3 days
Not even
now,
last night. What was it?
4 days.
Maybe
You guys feel
12, 1.
like really. What
Sympathy for what?
sympathy that we're fighting for our lives here, David. Do you guys feel sympathy that I have chemical burns on my body because of you guys?
I'm sorry that that happened to you because of other people's actions. Somebody
It
else's.
wasn't.
Somebody.
We were
hold
sitting
on.
there
Do you
with
want?
our
Do you want me to
hands
answer?
up.
Do you want me to answer?
But I'm telling
I'm trying to
you.
answer your question,
Okay,
but
go
you
ahead
keep
and
interrupting me.
answer.
I feel sorry for you that you got burned, but that happened because of somebody else's actions. I'm angry that their actions got you burned.
So what if
this
I
is
show you a
happening
video
because
where
of
we were
somebody
all
else.
just standing there with our hands up and you guys threw tear gas
Okay.
at us because we were standing there peacefully? Then
Oh.
what do you have to say about that?
I wasn't there, so I don't know. But the night I was out here, tear gas was deployed due to someone in the crowd's actions. Okay?
Tear gas should not be deployed on your citizens.
That's okay.
Stuff
Then
should
we're
not
just
be
talking about
thrown
matters of the
at
police
police
officers.
David's here, y'all.
Hey, David.
Specific action concept.
I don't know. I can't say. I can't answer that. I can't answer that. Even if I was.
You didn't see
Even
anybody
if I was
throwing
standing
anything
out there on the line, I can't tell you.
We fed
You
him,
can sit
watered
down on the
him.
ground in front of it.
We got some water, food, all that.
That'll give you
'cause he
something to rest
helped
your
us.
back against if you're tired. If that's your reason for getting up
We're
there.
not
Come on,
tired.
David.
No sleep.
He said he was tired, so he's probably.
I'm not.
We're tired, but we're gonna be here until we get our justice. We're gonna be here until
Well,
we
I was just addressing his question. He asked if he could sit on the barricade if he was tired. I said sitting on the ground with his back against the barricade would probably get him better rest. So that's what I read.
This is uncomfortable as shit. You see how the bottom of this barricade
I know, David.
I'm 5 o'clock allows you to
It
get
looks
down
fine
here.
and-
You know, David.
Met him at 7-Eleven.
Yeah, we met him tonight. He's cool.
But to answer your question, even if I was on the line and somebody deployed tear gas, I might not have seen what he individually saw, but something dictated the use of
turn
force.
left.
Something that
None of that's
happened
marked off.
And I'm also not.
Can your other officers
Be careful.
So I don't know what they're
like you guys,
like
you
their
guys are really
exact.
the only officers.
What
who
dictates
care
them to
about this.
deploy?
So that's not like a regular.
You
like,
seem like
car
you
just,
care.
but like a
I
regular.
know
I'm the
you.
best one here right now.
Well, I'm
That's
just
not-
tired,
you
but I
see
don't want
like
to stop
both
recording.
No beat cops
back
around.
away.
There are
Okay.
street officers that have that.
I've been recording for 45 minutes.
Always something that they're
I'm gonna call you
and I don't
Serena
train in
Roswell.
that use.
My name
Sincerity.
is
Do they
Sincere.
have to have a
Sincere.
supervisor's order to do so? or
But
is
we're
it-
tired.
I don't have that training, so I don't know what dictates it.
Okay, that's fair.
It's probably something
We
that was
really are. We're
previously
just
briefed.
tired.
Like, I
That's
under-
it. And we
I
just want
understand,
you
like,
guys to
y'all may not
understand that we're
necessarily have
tired.
training, qualifications, or the seniority to
Jay.
answer those questions. Is your is that your still your lieutenant right there? Was your lieutenant
What was your
Jordan.
question? I'll go
Yeah.
ahead.
about
Say
what
so.
would trigger a tear gas, the use of tear gas?
You don't have to
And what
pronounce it that way. You
incident
can pronounce it
triggered
another way
As
if you
a,
want to.
as a street supervisor,
Jesus.
Yeah.
he probably doesn't because he's not a supervisor of
name
the
for
officers
real.
that
Is it really?
deploy those.
I understand
I know.
that's very-
I knew it was.
different things that happen.
I watched that movie the other day with Ray Allen.
Can y'all get us some donuts?
I can speak to things that I'm trained
Come
in.
on.
Can we go to breakfast?
As you
know
guys
how
see
other
tonight,
officers-
not all of
Can we go to
us-
breakfast for real?
There's some good protesters out
Can we go to
I know what,
breakfast?
and
We're
I've,
really
and
just
I've
fighting
also been
for our
trained
lives.
Some little cat
And
in the
it's
street.
with
sad.
other officers.
I have a
And we
I have
should
a
not
officer.
all feel
trained with other
threatened all
equipment,
the
I
time.
just
but I've
graduated
never
this
been
year. And
in a
I
situation
have
that dictates
Shawnee High
the use of
School.
force.
I have an officer that goes to my school.
This is
and he,
like hypothetically,
you
would
know,
you
watches out for us.
possibly
His
agree
name-
Resource
that
officer.
Yeah, his
because of
name
the fact that there seems to be like some disconnect, people think that like the police forces is
Sean.
big blob
Sean.
that's like a hive
Sean
mind that
Parsons?
knows everything about each other and what everybody's doing.
Shawnee.
You're not supposed to know his first name.
Clearly not the
Shawnee,
case.
Huh?
You're not supposed to know his first name.
Yes, I am. That was my
Everyone can be
homie.
trained in everything.
That still is my homie.
I feel
Yeah,
like
I
you
don't
and
know about
him
his family.
are kind of like
I don't know.
the same thing. You know,
He works in a whole different area.
So you feel like some of
We
those
don't go hang
organizations
out. We don't go
he
golf
he likes to get down to the
That's
bottom.
You
why
ro-
you
Like,
guys feel like you hold each other accountable.
Do you realize that
Hold each
they're
other's
officers?
backs
They're
and
officers of this department I've never met.
Of course, there's like, I wasn't like 22,000.
Thanks for
I'm sorry.
giving
No,
us
we work
Right,
opposite
thank
No,
teams.
we just met each other
There are
overnight.
guys that I went to
Anybody
the
here
academy
job?
with that I haven't seen in 7 years.
Yeah, y'all are
We're
working
just
shifts
out
and
here
stuff. I don't,
fighting
my
for
job,
the
I don't
same
know
thing.
everybody there.
I don't know some
Same
of these
thing.
guys over here.
So you feel like some of those organizational problems create some of those challenges, the lack of communication and just the sheer size of the department.
That we overcome that because we have uniform training and uniform standards that we hold each other accountable to, like you're asking
Can you
about.
promise that
I do
you
that personally,
will
and every
not
officer that I
ever
work with and have
watch
worked with does that.
another officer hurt anybody as
and
long as
what's
it's not
happening
you?
now, would that possibly be evidence of the fact that it's insufficient, that something needs to change with the
Can
training?
you promise if
we
you
need to
see one of
update
your
the
friends
training?
doing something,
I haven't seen
it's gonna
anything in
force
Oklahoma
You might not be able to
to
speak to that
involved
'cause you don't
to
train.
stop?
These
Is that fair?
protests that are going around, from what I understand,
I've always
spurned
I'm
by
Not,
proud of
not
you
out
guys.
of fear, not out of fear that I'm going to come do something, but
Yes and no.
out
you're-
of
you're-
the
you're
conscious
pro-
effort to not put me in that situation.
do I agree with what happened
where
in
I've got to
Minneapolis?
decide
That officer was either poorly trained
split second
or it's a personal problem with
what's
his.
That's
I
actually
don't
a
know
good thing to
him.
bring
I
up.
don't know him, and I
Sometimes
don't know
that's
that
really
department,
hard.
so I cannot answer
You know,
questions.
it's
about
like-
If one of your fellow
Is this person
officers
trying to
went and
kill
put
me?
his knee on
I
someone's
told him
neck
trying to
until
kill
he
me.
passed out.
For one thing,
taking
when
my
you're trained to
options
do that,
away.
it would be,
I'm not,
hey, get your
that's
knee off.
extreme. I'm saying, but if
Put
you're
him
trying to
in a
hurt
car.
me,
And y'all got cameras on you, so it would be on footage,
gotta protect
and
myself.
your
We're
supervisor
not
would be
trained to do
seeing
that.
it.
but if they're
That
not,
would be a
if they don't ever
violation,
get to that
and we would not stand
situation,
for that in this
then
department.
I can deal with the situation way easier if
Okay, that's
Do I agree with
sense,
that
you know what I'm
officer
saying.
being charged and in custody? Yeah.
hey, that's good. This officer agrees with the guy who killed George Floyd.
But he's
Agrees he should
only
be
in there for
charged.
third-degree murder. Which
I
and
cannot
if
talk.
you-
I'll explain that to you because people have asked me that.
And if you want,
That is a different state. Okay, a different set of laws.
we don't even have that, do we?
And you have to understand why. Do you understand why they charge people with certain things? I actually want somebody to listen to this.
okay.
Do you understand why they charge certain acts in certain ways? Do you understand that if someone is charged with something and you say, throw the book at them, charge them with the highest charge possible, do you realize that their actions may have had the same end result, say the death of someone or the destruction of someone, however you want to put it, doesn't matter the situation. The end result is not always what dictates the charge. There are different elements. Like if you go under Oklahoma state statute, every crime has different elements. That's why there are different degrees of crimes, because each degree of a crime ended up in the same thing, whether it's a death, the loss of property, whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. There's different degrees because different elements have to be met. Some of those elements are intent, something that was used, if you want want to call it a weapon or a tool to break into something or to hurt someone. So those elements have to be met, all right? You understand that part? Okay, so when someone's charged with something, we'll use the example of a death. The death is the end result of their actions, okay? Whether you want to call it murder or manslaughter, whoever charges that person, in the United States, it's the DA's office that usually charges someone. In a state case, in a federal case, it's different. In municipal, it's different. Whoever charges that person has to look at what occurred, okay? Look at the law and the elements of that crime, okay? And they choose which charge to charge that person with. And for you, what I would like to educate you all on is that if they overcharge that person, if they take the charge up a step from like 3rd degree to 2nd degree of whatever the crime is, and the difference between those 2 degrees is a certain element, and that element did not occur, they're not guilty of that crime. Whether you call it 3rd degree whatever, 3rd degree whoop-de-woo. We're charging this guy with 2nd degree whoop-de-woo. And 2nd degree needs this element that 3rd degree whoop-de-woo does not require. But guess what? We missed that this element didn't occur in this situation. He is now not guilty of 2nd degree whoop-de-woo.
And you can't go back.
He cannot be charged because he has already been charged and acquitted for that action. So sometimes they charge people with a lower crime. You may not agree with it
intent,
because that is the crime per the state statute or whatever law, state, federal, municipal, whatever. That's the one.
That's due process.
That's due process. That's the law. And we cannot enact that change. That is where you deal with the legislative branch of whatever government you want to deal with. Municipal, state, county, federal. That's when you start talking to city council people, senators, representatives. That's when you that's where your vote applies. That's where your ability to every city official is accessible. They have to be. Whether through email, snail mail, however, you're probably not going to get them on the phone, but you're there consistently.
I appreciate how you handle the
If you don't
situation.
agree how someone is charged,
very properly.
you
and
really have to
everything
look into the statute of that particular jurisdiction,
We've
see
been
what
on
the
it for
elements of
hours.
that crime is, and realize,
But you've seen it down
okay,
there.
well, sometimes if the people didn't have prior interaction, it can't be like 1st degree murder because you have to have intent for 1st degree murder. You have to plan it. Understand? In most cases, in most cases in most states. So
and it's really hard.
A lot
to
of
prove
people
intent
disagree with charging the level of a charge, but sometimes there are certain actions that people aren't educated on. Not saying that people are stupid; they're just not educated on it.
It's very complicated. People go to school
for
7 years,
And
college,
guess what?
You
And
go to
there-
law
and
school
there-
just so you can learn a
and
made-up
there-
language that nobody understands.
And there are people that have done that and still don't know all of it, and may not be very good at it. But that's why in some cases, people may think that a charge is unjust because that's the charge that meets what's happened and will get a conviction.
Doesn't necessarily make it any less evil, but
now
it's
you're
a matter
talking good
of
and evil. You're talking
exactly. But as far as legally speaking, it's what's going to stick, what happened legally, and there's a case of regardless of what it's called. If you do something like
I'm not a DA. I'm not a DA or attorney
There's all the
general.
time that we pull out state statute.
Yeah.
We have something. We think this is what crime occurred. We'll read through state statute and make sure that what happened fits in that little box for that charge. We do that all the time. Because we don't want to take somebody to jail on a charge that we know is not going to stick when we know a crime was committed. We want to make sure the crime we put them in.
And also, there's been cases where I've arrested people
twice for the same crime.
and I've booked them in the county on a
Even if we
charge,
charge
and
the
I
wrong
get the
thing, I mean, they can
disposition,
amend it and
and
stuff,
they've elevated the charge
We
because
just-
there's something maybe
we
I
just
missed
put
or
them in on
something
a
they
charge.
learned.
Detectives gets it.
And at that point, that's the prosecution. It's out of your hands at that point.
It's the
To an extent, yeah.
To an extent,
Yeah.
but
We don't want
because of what
put
we
somebody
saw,
on something. If it's just if it's a misdemeanor, we put them on
the
the
probable cause was there.
With the
If crime
information
didn't
we
meet those
have.
felony charges,
Our
then
statement
no,
or
we're-
testimony.
And that's
we put
also
up a bond,
because our
we're gonna
arrests
do that.
are made
We're
based
gonna
on
make it
probable
righteous and
cause. And the key word in
put
there is
somebody in jail,
probable. Because someone has to be
More likely than not.
someone has to be
Right.
convicted beyond a shadow of a doubt in this country, right?
Exactly.
All right.
That's the
That's the way it's supposed to
the
work.
criminal court,
That's the
yeah.
way it's supposed to work.
Due process.
We don't have that. We don't have to meet that standard. We meet probable cause. That's why we see those elements of the crime, and unless it's a crime that I see regularly and I know that statute and I'm confident I know that, like he was saying, I pull up state statute and I go through each element because we have to type out a piece of paper saying that this person committed this crime, and here is this sentence meets that element, this sentence meets that element, here's how he committed that crime, and I sign that, and I'm swearing to a judge that to the best of my knowledge, this occurred and that person committed this crime.
And the judge may disagree and say, no, it doesn't fly, and then guess what happens? It gets dismissed immediately.
It does. There
so
are
just because if you get arrested for a crime, what a lot of people get so worried about and nervous about is they get arrested for a crime and they think, oh my gosh, we're in prison. No, you're being accused of a crime.
Charged and convicted are two separate.
And you go to the jail and you're detained and you're arraigned, and then you seek you get the time to get due process to happen where you get assigned an attorney and you get your own attorney, and then you get the time to take it and you put it before the people.
And there's three big.
And they argue about it just like we are arguing right now. They argue it out and say, and they interpret what the law says, that you as a citizen, if you vote, you put people in place, right? That's why everybody should do their research on who they're voting for. You put them in office to make that decision because you are counting on them. And if you don't like the way they're doing it, you tell them that. Hey, I don't like that. That's not a good idea.
I don't know what we're doing wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But there are people above us that have the power to enact that change, that big change.
But what disappoints me is everyone votes me in and saying, I don't tell people this all the time because I don't want to get in that politics. I don't want. I'm a human being, and when I go home today, I have a family, and I'm away from them right now because I'm here on my day off to work.
You mentioned, I wanted to pick something up. You mentioned that you don't like talking about you being a police officer sometimes, when you go home because it gets overly politicized and such. Would you say the bad actions of other officers reflects negatively on you?
Yes,
that seems
absolutely.
logical to make
Absolutely.
sense. Yeah.
Just like hold the phone. Just like other protesters have made you guys look bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Made bad decisions, right? Destroyed property. That's not what your intent is.
I think that's in any walk of life, whether you call it a job, whatever.
There are bad teachers. There are bad nurses. I've seen teachers get arrested. There are bad teachers. There are bad police officers, bad attorneys, bad politicians.
Even it goes to you cut our population in half, men and women. It goes that way too. People are saying that judge you as a man or a woman based on the actions of another man or another woman.
Exactly.
All right.
Now, would you?
So yeah, somebody that shines a bad light on anything you identify as makes it harder as you as a person identifying as whatever you identify as. Did I make that clear?
Yeah, no, that's good.
Yeah.
But I'm glad you brought that up because you know what? Do you know what implicit bias is?
Yes, we're trained in that.
You're trained in. Okay,
yes.
that's actually fun to know. I did not know that y'all.
What did you say?
Did you know that every demand that's been made of this department we're already trained in? Did you know that every demand that's been made of this department as far as training, we've already been trained in since I've started as an officer?
Including some of the ones were you aware of the Black Lives Matter demands?
Every one of those training demands we were already trained in.
Okay. Do you
de-escalation?
Every single one of them.
Yeah.
Like ad nauseum de-escalation?
Dealing with mental health.
Those things.
Annually, we're trained in that since I've become an officer.
Okay. Because to my knowledge, mind you, I've been out here all night, that there has been no statement of that fact from Mayor Holt, and I think that's the...
all people have to do is look up our department or call our public information office and ask if we're trained in something.
Do you think it would be a good step for your department to go be proactive and say, we are trained in this is what that training looks like, here's what we do?
It's available. Go to the Citizens Police Academy.
They have. I've seen our PIO and our chiefs talk about it. I've seen Chief Gorley talk about it.
Chief Gorley's posted Facebook videos and YouTube videos saying that exact thing.
Chief City did the same thing.
Yeah.
He said multiple, there's a fire. But
everybody likes them.
But I'm just telling you, we go through intense.
Who wins in the softball game?
And every officer.
We played soccer. I think we beat them in soccer. I had a game up at the Energy Stadium. I think this year got canceled. We actually played them in soccer. It's just the way we had some guys that played college.
You should always act like we and that's what we sign up for too. We have a general purpose to help people and make people feel safe.
So you say you feel bad and embarrassed about being a police officer and stuff?
No. I didn't say that.
Well, I know what you mean. I know what you mean.
Did I put words in your mouth? So I put them in mine. I didn't say that. I didn't say I was ashamed of this job. I didn't say I was embarrassed.
I'm saying what you're saying.
I just feel like sometimes
you don't want to say it because people might judge you. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to be a police officer since I was 5, but we live in this society, and people like me who are good people who would be good cops are scared. What are we gonna do? How is there gonna be any police?
That's a good question.
I'm too scared to be a police. So people like me who want to stand up for the
What are you
people,
scared of?
what
What are you scared
we
of?
gonna do?
What makes you scared to be an officer?
People who come out here and throw water bottles at y'all and everything else and all of this race riot. I don't want to be targeted as a racist cop.
Then you have to trust in us that aren't afraid of that.
We don't
But
either.
I'm not a racist police officer. I don't want bottles thrown at me.
I broke my leg in a fight with 2 people. So I'm like, yo.
But that's when